Welcome to everyone that clicked on this video. This is CLadventure, and enjoy this video with us. We are underwater lurking up to this red Roman. But before we jump into the video, let's just rewind. And stop over here. Let's start it from the beginning. This video was recorded and made in South Africa. This is Simonstown Harbour. The Navy base of South Africa is also located in Simonstown. We sailed from Simonstown Harbour and we moved up the coastline, as you can see on Google Earth. It was a lovely weather, lovely day. Temperature was 21 degrees and a slight breeze wind of roughly 6 to 9 knots. We were trying to get our tack ready to get some wind in the sails and see if we could do some sailing with motoring up to our destination. So the instructions here was just left from that rock, and that is the tack we wanted for the wind to fill up the sails. Net links, meaning just left from that rock. In my previous video, we used some bungee lures to catch some game fish, yellowtail, skipjack tuna, and here I'm going to show you a bit closer look of how it looks like and how it's rigged if you want to copy the same, and it works excellent.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, the bungees. So we've got a pink one, green and yellow one. The pink one works excellent, and this is what it looks like. At the back of course we have our hook. If you want to do a rig up, we've got a 15 line of the see-through snook line. Then we have the hook, the swivel, tie it there behind, one bead, two beads, this is to fill up the squid, and then we've got a sinker here behind inside the squid. Let me just give you a peek. That is the sinker, so this will keep the squid down. This beads will keep the hook nicely at the end of the squid, so it's kindly tucked away. And then we've got a 50-meter line, and behind it we have got our bungee. And the bungee is, of course, when the fish bites it, it gives it some slack, doesn't tear out of the mouth. So this is exactly what I wanted to show you. And this is great to rig up when you are sailing or trolling or going to your destination. We just put this in the water, and if we get something, it's just a bonus. Easy to let it go. You roll it up on a hand roller. You basically just throw it in and then let your hand keep it. It's running nicely in the water. And here at the end of it we have another swivel. Then we've got the rope with the bungee, which will, you know, when the fish bites, it will give it a slack. Now we just tie this to the boat. Easy way to tie it anywhere you want is we rigged up this, and you can just put it through, and this we clip to the bungee. First line in the water. Second one, same concept. There we have it. It's like having 2 extra fishing rods in the water, but this barely cost anything. We hook our bungee over here inside in the tuna hook. There we go. Just for good measure.
Here is an important message coming to you straight to
subscribe!
Just look at that face. You can see this man is desperate for some subscriptions. If you can subscribe, he can appreciate it. Let's move on.
In this episode, we are sailing with a Levranos 36-footer carbon fiber boat all the way to Smitswinkel Bay, where we dive for spearfishing. The sailboat nicely glides through the water. All the way up we went from Simonstown, past Miller's Point, to our destination, Smitswinkel Bay, where we shot those 2 red romans. We didn't have enough wind to sail, so we were motoring most of the time at an average of 6 knots. The difference between going with a sailboat and going with a motorboat is that a sailboat is much slower, more relaxed. You can feel the motion of the water. You can't be in a rush because you are doing 6 knots and not 30. It's a whole different atmosphere going with it. You can enjoy the scenery, the coastline, can even read up a book if you are lucky like me not to get motion sickness. However, there's pills to help with that if you struggle but really love going out on a boat. It's a really nice outing and a different experience, especially as our week has been very busy. We enjoyed it a lot and it felt so good to be out on the sea and unwind.
As we are sailing up and you're enjoying the coastline, I'm just gonna give some tips and tricks about spearfishing red roman. The background of red romans, it's a family of the Cape Bream red romans, only in the southern part of South Africa, and it's a very blood red fish, as it's in the name description, red roman. Really good eating fish, white flesh, soft, butter soft, and really a delicious fish to eat. Hunting red roman is all about some simple techniques you can always practice in your spear diving. So I'm going to break down the top 3 techniques on hunting actually reef fish, which really helps for red roman. You want to remove your snorkel out of your mouth. As you fold your lungs with air, you remove it out of your mouth before descending. If you don't do that, the snorkel will fill up from only one side and it will create this gluk gluk noise that will frighten the fish. Secondly, you want to have a good duck dive. Oh look, here we are, almost at our destination. This is Smitswinkel Bay, exactly on that point. That is where we anchored the yacht and we went diving on that side of that mountain. We'll continue with those tips as we get into the water, but here we just arrived at our destination.
So here we are on the spot at Smitswinkel Bay, and yeah, my husband and Uncle Len are gonna dive and see to spearfish some red roman, which is a typical South African fish, bit of wind, but it's quite sunny and really nice. So hope you enjoyed this adventure, and yeah, keep well. Thank you for being on our channel and welcome to our new subscribers. And if you enjoy our content, then please subscribe below and turn on the notification bell that you get notified every time when we upload a new video. We really appreciate your support.
Get in the water and see what we find.
Enjoy! So let's see what's hiding in the water.
Here we are, down at the bottom of the ocean. Relaxed, calm, slow movement. Slowly moving the gun, the body, the head. Red roman straight in front of us. We're excited, but we are relaxed. Take your time, line up the shot and pull the trigger. Hunting red romans is all about those techniques, taking the snorkel out of your mouth. Second, when you are duck diving, make sure your flippers is under the water before you start kicking, otherwise you will do splash and make noise on the top of the water. Thirdly, no sudden movements, nice and slow, gently gliding down, and there the red roman is in front of us. These 2 red romans was on dive 1 and dive 2. The first times when you are diving, you want to be slow in your approach, relax. No big eyes, excitement, you keep everything toned down, excitement toned down. and you'll have most success. If you use these simple techniques, you will land much more fish. It's not so much about the bottom time. These red romans are shot in 40 seconds of bottom time with a depth of 9.5 meters deep, and water temperature that day, luckily for us, was 17 degrees. The visibility, which was not that great, was roughly 6-7 meters. If you don't see the fish on your first dive, move along, second dive, third dive. When you start to see smaller fish in the area, do 2-3 dives on that spot, nice and relaxed, stay at the bottom. If there's not bigger fish coming out, move along. Don't stay too long on one spot, and work your way up the coastline. Make for you landmarks, move up these landmarks, and make sure you are covering a big area where you're gonna have the probability of shooting fish. Enjoy your diving and always be safe and have fun. So here we got our 2 nice eating size red roman, which we're gonna enjoy on the pan. I haven't ate anything since yesterday 7 p.m. so it makes me nice and hungry to hunt the fish, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All the best and good eating. Very excited with that red roman. I just want to drop by to say, if you liked it, press that like button and that subscribe. You know, we appreciate the support. I want to ask those that are real supporters, if you can be so kind to post or just share this on Facebook. Just click on the share button, then your Facebook page. If you really liked it, if you want to support the channel, we'll really appreciate it. Thank you. A beautiful sea star that came up with the anchor. We're going to throw it back now, but just have a look. Look at that. Still alive. Beautiful. Okay, let's put them back in the water. Whoop. Peaceful now. Really just sailing with a small breeze. Just so relaxing.
You're doing great.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Lovely, I just relaxed all the time. Yeah, it was very nice, very calm, peaceful, not much wind, not too strong. We were mostly motoring too. Yeah, and we got some fishes, so that's great.
We're gonna cook them on the pan when we get back home.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Maybe make some fish wraps.
Fish wraps?
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe fill it and cut them in blocks, cook them and throw them in a wrap.
Nice and healthy.
Yeah.
How's that red Roman?
So soft. Really tasty. Best fish wrap.